Well, hello there, guys. Odenethaus has brought us another beautiful, beautiful game here, or I should say battle, and that is the Battle of Magersfontein, guys, in the Boer War between the British and the Orange Free State and the Transvaal. So I think we're going to try to play actually as the South African side, the Boers, and try to relive this epic victory. I'm always psyched when Odenethaus comes out with something new, and especially when it's fairly recent. In the world of pike and shot, I would say 1899 is extremely close. Extremely recent. And as you can see here, you can read the explanation of the actual battle there. You can pause and take a look at that, folks. And at this point, we are jumping in. I can't wait to see what side we're playing as. We might be playing as the British. We'll have to wait and see. If it's not multiplayer, then we don't really get to choose here. Okay, so we've got the Orange Free State border fence. And I do believe we are playing as the Orange Free State, guys. This would be pretty cool. Let's take a look here. Lord Methven. No, we're playing as the British. Okay, the hills to your front are the last strong defensive positions before Kimberley, which must be relieved. Previous encounters have shown the Boers are deadly marksmen, but lacking bayonets and discipline are unable to stand up to a frontal assault. To minimize casualties, you have to bombard the presumed Boer positions and have moved your assault columns forward in close order under cover of darkness. So it looks like we're going to have to move in here and attack, God save the king indeed, and try to defeat these Boers finally. So I want to take a look here, British turn, and I want to see what these units look like. Really neat. Odenethaus always does a really nice job here, and they do have the standard colonial infantry look with those, I can't remember the names of those caps, but I love those caps. Pretty hard to find, too. And we're just going to go ahead and push forward with the Manchester Regiment, etc. Try to reach those Boer lines, and obviously knock these guys out. I'm not sure how long this battle's going to take. It could take a while. But while we're moving forward, we're also, going to open fire here with our artillery and try to alleviate some of the enemy defenses here. For the king, keep it up. Man, this is exciting. I really know very little about the Boer War. I've seen like one or two films on it, obviously read some books, but my knowledge is very limited. I mean, there's just so much here, and obviously historically, the Boers won this battle. They have some very good defensive positions here. A lot of different commando units from the Orange Free State, places like that. So I just hope we can do an okay job. All right, another horse artillery here. Looks like we're going to have to move him forward, actually, to get a shot. And we'll push forward with the Argyle and Sutherland Highlanders. Oh, man, we're already getting some reactionary fire. This might be far enough. Those fortifications are absolutely going to give some additional defenses to the enemy. Wow, they're very good shots. So our commander was absolutely right. In terms of being marksmen, these guys are out shooting us right now. It's a little scary, but the Boers have less men than us. They just have some very nice guerrilla tactics, some very good marksmanship skills. I mean, after all, to survive in South Africa during this time period, you had to be pretty good with your marksmanship skills, guys. We actually got some Royal Lancers that we're bringing up, and hopefully they can make a significant difference here. Oh, they've already disrupted one of our Royal Lancer units. Let's stop them there, and I'm going to push forward with these units. So I'm actually going to sort of move up with these guys. The Grenadier Guards, the Scots Guards as well, and the Coldstream Guards. I love the Coldstream Guards. For those of you that watch my Scourge of War videos, they are very prevalent in the British Army during the time of the Napoleonic Wars. So hopefully they're just as good here. We actually did manage to get some shots and hits there on those Transvaal units. We've got to take our shots wherever we can get them, folks. I think at this distance, it's going to be hard to do damage with any artillery. We're still going to check to see if we can fire, of course. I think we've already done everything we can with those guys. And let's push over here and join this large assault group. Because I think if we're going to overwhelm them, it has to be with numbers, and it's got to be with some charges. So that's exactly what we're going to attempt to do, guys, is replicate some charges. A few more units over here coming over from the pontoon bridge. Don't mind if I do. Some Royal Engineers. Those regal colors. And we just want to push forward. The Prince of Wales. Wow. I don't know if it's the Prince of Wales Regiment or if it's the actual Prince of Wales. I think the latter would be a little strange. A little dangerous. All right, let's end the turn, folks. Obviously, out there in the open, guys, our men are taking some serious shots. Looks like the weather has changed, so now it's daytime. We did move under cover of darkness. So I hope that at least for this turn, it's going to increase our firepower, but it's also going to increase the enemy's firepower on the next turn. All right, finally disrupted an enemy unit. Small start. And remember, these South African troops, these Boer troops more specifically, if they feel that they're going to be defeated, they will take off pretty quickly. They're not going to stick around and try to fight it out. If they start taking, you know, even like basically a quarter losses, they will probably take off. So we want to keep that in mind as we proceed here. Unfortunately, a lot of our units are disrupted. But I'm going to focus fire on this unit intentionally, the Kronstadt Commandos. Can even fire with our Queen's Royal Lancers. Some sort of carabiners. Alright, so distance absolutely makes a difference here. The closer we get, the more damage we're going to do, but the more reactionary fire the enemy's going to throw down on us. Like just right there, that was quite nasty. And since we can't turn, we won't do nearly as much damage. Wait a minute, yes we can. Pour it into them, boys. That's the Staatsartillerie from the Boers. Ignore it for now, but obviously having a cannon right in front of us can't be good for our health. Man, they still got some reactionary fire, and we're actually fragmented quite badly. So I'm going to push back. I'll push up the Yorkshire Light Infantry, and hopefully we can contribute to the shooting of this unit. But they're holding out pretty well. We're just not managing to get very good shots with them behind those fortifications. And that's why the British eventually lost this battle. You start to learn that fortifications make a very big difference, obviously. When the enemy's behind some walls, it's going to be harder for your bullets to reach them. That's just a general rule. Artillery didn't do any damage there. Hopefully it did some shock damage, although I doubt it. There we go. That's what we need. And actually, Merton Station looks fairly easy to take. It doesn't look like they have much here. But again, there's no specific location we have to take. We know we have to attack, because the enemy will just stay there if we don't. But the goal here is really just to beat them in battle, period. It's not to take a specific location. So we want to keep pushing on this area, I'm thinking. I think that's pretty important here. The Prince of Wales, move up. Good job. And we'll do the same with Remington Scouts. Okay. We're kind of going to avoid these guys over here by Merton Station, although they do have a unit here of Transvaal Potchefstroom Commandos. And they got, wow, look at the distance, man. The distance is insane. The unit is actually disrupted, which is surprising. Move forward with the Prince of Wales Regiment here. and anyone else that wants to come along. But obviously, you don't have a choice. You've got to follow us into battle. And some commissariat staff and porters. I mean, they can technically get into combat, and we need every man we can get, but, you know, they're not really made for combat. Nonetheless, as long as they can get the job done. All right, turning it over to the Boers. The Boers. Man, our guys are getting chewed up badly. I mean, it's almost like World War I in terms of just the amount of men that we're sending across the field that are just getting knocked down in very large numbers. So we've got to break through at some point here. I'm not sure how that's going to happen. Residual shooting phase, come on! Nice. Alright, good job, boys. Rally around the flag. Beautiful. And again, we're still focusing on that unit, so I think we can finally fire with this horse artillery. We're going to for quite a while. 42. Those are the kind of numbers they're inflicting on us. In fact, they're doing even worse, but that's what we need to continue doing. Disrupted. There we go. Don't know why I just jumped into a weird Scottish drunkard accent there. I had nothing against Scots. It was just a terrible Scottish accent. That was my point. Boom. Kronstadt Commandos taking another hit there. These would essentially be considered outlaws to the British government. We barely consider them an enemy fighting force. Alright, boys. We got the Black Watch. Again, another extremely well-known unit in the British military, even to this day. And I'll keep moving forward with the North Hampshire regiments as well. But I'll try to keep them over here in what looks like pretty decent cover. This sort of rough terrain here. Yeah, it looks alright. We should actually try to put more units in this location. We've already decided essentially where we want to attack and where we're gonna be attacking. So I think we should just follow through with our plan. Ooh, that damn station, man. It's like they've got a group of snipers there. And there's really nothing we can do about it. That's beautiful. Even from here, we were able to take a shot on the enemy. And I think we take a shot with our cavalry, too, although at that angle, yeah, it's unlikely there's any damage that's going to be done. And I'll try to actually turn here, because by the time we get over here, we'll be in range of these commando units. And I'd rather not even deal with them. Yeah, I'm going for the infantry. Obviously, I know that the enemy artillery is a problem, but I'd really just rather break up some infantry groups here, and I'll feel a lot safer. So with these guys, we want to start pushing this way. Man, 40 at this range. The Boers really are incredible marksmen. And they're firing at an angle as well, guys. They're not even firing straight on, or head on, I should say. You know, these guys are all shooting at an angle. See, the difference here is huge. Also, the fact that we're actually, you know, not behind cover, unlike the enemy. All right. Make sure that everybody's set up properly. I think we've moved everybody. But we had those extra units in the back, so let's not forget about those guys. They're going to make a big difference. The divisional reserves. And we need every single reserve unit we can get. Alright, Merton Station. Nope. Alright, guys, we're ending it and turning it over to the Boers. And even at this distance, they can get up. That's definitely a cause for concern. This battle is just an open shooting gallery for the Boers. Already we've got some breaking, and I mean, you know, it's understandable in that open terrain. They're eventually, some of them are going to break. It's just going to happen. We just need numbers to hopefully overcome that. Look to your king and your country, men. Getting our chance at reactionary fire here. It's not nearly as damaging as the enemy's was, but we're damn sure gonna keep it up. Good shooting. Really great shots by our men. I did not expect them to be getting these kind of shots. And of course, unfortunately, we had a bunch of units retreat there. We're at 17% already in terms of retreats, but these guys don't look like they're in a very good state. So let's see if we can break them, perhaps. I would love to eventually charge, and I'm kind of tempted to just move up here. But I don't want to waste this perfect shot. So let me just wait a little bit. Oh, man, 57, guys. Do you see the issue here? Even if we try to charge, the question is, can we even get close enough to do that? All right, we just had some Royal Lancers break. So far, this battle is going exactly as it did historically. A total nightmare for us. Beautiful. Our guys rode up right on them, the Queen's Royal Lancers, but what we need is a charge. March. Let's see if we can actually turn and assist here. 20. Wow. These guys are a lot better than the first line we sent up. Let's hit the Lady Brand commandos here. Of course, they fired back for quite a lot of damage. I'm trying to stay in this rough terrain, guys, to avoid really nasty damage from the enemy fortifications up here. we can get another shot off, believe it or not. 17! Oh, yeah. So they're taking some serious hits. I'm not sure if it's going to make a difference, though. Oh, boy. So they still haven't been disrupted. We basically just have to hope that they get disrupted during the turn phase. Their turn phase, which could happen on the reactionary fire. There is a chance, especially considering the fact we've surrounded them. But it honestly depends on who goes first, whether they attack first or whether we attack first. With this here, I'm just going to keep firing at that disrupted unit. Again, our numbers are pretty low after that volley, so we want to do everything we can to try and break one of their units to sort of even things out. Keep it up. Not a single shell is going to be wasted. Nice, 12. Pretty direct hit. And I think we have one more here. Maybe not. No, I think we may have used them all. It's too bad. It's too bad. All right, folks, you know the drill. Time to turn it over to the Boers. Not before we get a shot, though, with Remington scouts. And that unit's still fine. That's the last thing we wanted to see, which was that Boer unit on their right rallying. That's one of our units breaking, unfortunately. A second unit breaking. $146. Some of our men still have the fight in them, but wow, it's getting really bad for us. 27% retreated. We need a miracle. And that miracle involves us breaking through here with a charge. Pretty sure that's the case. Keep it up. That's what I like to see. 37 down with that particular artillery shot. Quite effective. You gotta keep getting shots like that. No melee phase except for our guys retreating. Let's see if we can finally break those Kronstadt commandos. We've got to have something good to write in the newspaper. Not close enough for a charge. Let's keep firing. 11. Man. At least they're wasting their reactionary fire here. Might end in one of our units actually retreating. Man, how much reactionary fire do they have? No wonder the British couldn't win this battle. My goodness. There we go. Finally, the Kronstadt commandos break, but that took forever just to make that happen. Start facing these units of the Blumenthal commandos of the Orange Free State. Oh yeah, unfortunately, the Coldstream Guards, of course, retreating. They see the situation for what it is, a total nightmare. So I can't say I blame them. Alright, we're disrupting another enemy unit, but with all these units retreating, it's not going to make much of a difference. We need every man in it for the fight, for the long haul. And if we've got everybody retreating the way they were doing here, it's not going to make a difference. Forward! Pretty sure we used up all of our artillery shots. No. Unfortunately, we can't hit the disrupted unit. So frustrating. Our artillery's just out of reach of them. However, they can spot us perfectly on the battlefield. Now, if anybody has the skill, what I would love to see, Scourge of War Waterloo with a Boer War mod. Get to work, folks. Get to work. Alright, at HQ Hill, we've also got a unit here that can fire. Okay, let's end that turn. Lancer is taking off there. Alright, let's hope we can get a few good shots. But yeah, it's looking rough, guys. I mean, it's looking exactly the way this battle ended, which is the English were way too overconfident, thinking they could just walk right over the Orange State border fence, crush the Boers with no problem, and they were ready for them. Of course, later the British managed to get some amazing victories, and I'm really hoping Odenethaus will add some more Boer War battles to this game. I would love it. Beaten by a mile yet. We'll keep fighting. Oh boy. Again, I'm going for the weakest link here. And that's going to be the Bloomhof Commandos, just because of the damage they've taken. With all the reactionary fire from the enemy, man. It is really tough. I don't even really want to turn just because of the chance of being shot at. We can't even charge yet. I'm going to do something a little strange here. Try to go past the enemy lines, but we can't even do it with Remington Scouts. They immediately broke. Enemy's got us at 34% at this point. Spread out the damage just a little bit there. Oh boy, you want to have a firefight, huh? Fair enough. We're actually going to start putting some fire on that guy. Again, at this point in the battle, I don't think it'll make much of a difference, but it's always good to sort of spread the fire out a bit, not just entirely focus on one unit. Although in this case, we kind of have to break a hole in that fence. Don't really have much of a choice. Nope, just out of range there. And we've already fired these guys. Okay, folks, ending the turn. It's hard to end the turn on this battle. It really is. Just because we know that the next turn could be the end. You just don't know. It's a little bit like life, actually. Alright, time for the Boers to unleash hell on us. I think this will be the break. 115, look at that, man. Unbelievably well done. Break this unit too, just with a firing line. There's no doubt at all the Boers are out shooting us, and this is exactly why the British had to change tactics. This is just too much. In terms of the distance, they've been practicing out here in this area for decades. So we've just arrived here. Nice, 40. That was pretty effective. See, if we're getting hits like that since the beginning, maybe we'd have a better result here. Rally up, you cowards. Okay, there we go, guys. That's the end of the battle. At least an honest outcome. Hope you guys enjoyed us being completely crushed there. And as you can see, the friendly casualties compared with the Dutch, not even close. Well, not the Dutch, excuse me, the Boers. The Boers. They wouldn't like to be called Dutch. And as you can see here, really, really fascinating battle. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys would like to see more. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe if you'd like to see some more strategy games in the future. If you also would like to recommend one of the battles we have here, I've downloaded a bunch of them. So just take a look at those, number one. And we'll also take a look at the community scenarios. Make sure to suggest one down below, and I'll consider doing it, especially if a lot of people would like to see it. Thank you again, guys. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.